Gamers, I am very depressed right now, quite frankly. Not because I lost a turf war in Splatoon, but because we have this thing that I just really do not like about content creation. Everything else about content creation I think is freaking amazing as long as it gets to be done on my own time, on my own schedule, and nobody else's, but there's one exception. And that one exception is corrupted footage. This is the one freaking aspect of content creation that I dislike, okay? I stand firmly against it. I do not like corrupted footage, and unfortunately, we have it in this episode. So, pretty much, I started recording this video not too long ago today, just a couple hours ago at the time this is being recorded, but pretty much we played through this level right here, double cherry pass again. Got the 3rd star in here by activating the pressure plate, which thankfully only requires 4 toads to stand on it, or 4 characters. I just really love saying toads, like, there's a lot of toads in Mario, not gonna lie. But yeah, anyways, I completed this level, and then it started, like, losing a ton of frames in OBS. So pretty much I have OBS open on another monitor of mine, just to my left, actually, and then I have the game on my main monitor. So pretty much rendering the frames is going completely fine, but encoding the frames, I don't know what the frick happened, but OBS had a stroke and like started dropping like thousands of frames. It was actually sad. It even started crashing at one point too, which also really sucked. So unfortunately that footage is completely lost. It would actually like crash OBS and like my whole computer almost. This is an absolutely massive oof on my part right here, but I'm very glad we were able to get the 3rd star here. Basically, I'm just gonna go to where it's at, and we're gonna pretend nothing of this, like, ever happened, even though you can clearly see all 3 stars there completely filled in on the top left. But yeah, basically, we're actually gonna need 4 toads to do this, 4 characters. That is 2, so we're gonna need this cherry right on over here, and then there's another one, just up and to the top and to the left. I thought it was 5, because there are a total of 5 of them in this level. And when you really get like a whole bunch of toads, you really gotta worry about your alignment here. Also, I don't think we explored this right over here to the left. What is up there? Is that what I think it is? There's a oh my goodness, it's the stamp. I am celebrating right now, dude. How are we getting that? I know, we'll do a little something like this. Unless, of course, I just jump right off. Okay, this is going to be a little bit difficult, but we found the stamp, so that's good. That's what's going to add to this little recording right here. So if we just keep on hitting the button, do not hit anything else. Beautiful! Okay, so this level is 100%ed, and going back here indeed did have a purpose, so that's good. I am officially no longer depressed. Big yay. Yeah, so right here, this is pretty much the pressure plate that we used. You get 4 toads on it, it rises up, it goes to the star, which is very far actually above. But anyways, that's that level done, once and for all. And luckily this time it does not appear that we are losing any frames, which is great. Not by OBS at least. Let's hope nothing like that ever happens again. Anyways, the next thing we did is we went and explored this level right here. This level has a very unique mechanic in it. So there's basically a block in here that gives you infinite coins. I'm not kidding around here. It's 100 seconds long, so it's a very quick little level. But basically this requires stars. I think it did. I'm gonna have to check the other episode. Card above. But anyways, basically it's way the frick towards the end. Right here. So we just get right up on top of this. Ground pound. And look at all these coins. It's just never gonna stop giving us coins, pretty much. So the only thing we have here is time limiting us. And there we go. We got like 2 1-ups from that. 33 coins to spare. That's that level done again. But we're actually gonna go back in once again and try to get the other 2 stars. I do believe I know where one of them might be. The second one, not so much. Unless it's under, like, unless it's, like, past the cloud. But I do think that the first one is actually where I thought one of the very first stars we collected in this game was. And that is, like, right below where the camera's at. And I was right, here it is. This is, yeah, pretty much what I expected in the very first level. Anyways, we're gonna go grab the 3rd one, or at least what I think might be the 3rd one. That rabbit right there held the 2nd one, which unfortunately is footage I no longer have, so yeah, I'm gonna be hurt forever by this. I lied about not being depressed. Up into the sky we go. And it's one of these sections, so yes, I think I am right. This is indeed where a star lies. And there we go, all 3 stars. Still waiting on the stamp, though. I'm not really sure where that's at, but we'll come back for that on another day. Oh yeah, I almost forgot, too. We also got the stamp from the previous world, right where this little grass thing is, pretty much. It's another one of those houses, but other than that, and other things I've talked about, nothing much really happened. The recording lasted, like, I think about 7 minutes. Anyways, this right here is a Magikoopa blockade. These guys are a little bit dangerous, generally speaking, in, like, all Mario games. We just took them out in, like, a few seconds right there. I'm gonna grab these coins. It is absolutely crazy how fast you can run around as Toad. Now, right here appears to be a water level. Okay, that's pretty interesting. So, Pipeline Lagoon we're headed to. It does not fit the ice aesthetic of this world, but it works either way. There are a lot of good levels in this game, not gonna lie. I just kind of wish they'd like follow the theme of their worlds, but I guess there's only so much you can do. Now, I'm trying to look for the first star here. What does this go to? Oh, I think it goes to this one right over here. That was useless. I feel like we passed it, but I do know there might be one nearby too, which might be the first one. I'm not entirely sure, but there's this passage. I think there was a passage here. Maybe I'm thinking about another level. Oh, it's right up here. Okay, there's a scar, like, right up there. Good, the water level rises, so that way we can actually get up there. But there we go, that's star number 1, so yeah. Star number 2 is just beyond this pipe right here. And in this pipe, we have a very, very scenic little look right here. This is a cool little bit. I just missed the coins up there. But yeah, very interesting addition to the level right here. You like to see that. Now, right up here, it appears we have a passage. This is probably what I was thinking about earlier. And this has the stamp in it. Very nice. What's this? Oh, it's a cannon box. Okay. That's very interesting. What's this? Just a mushroom. That's chill. Also, I'm not shooting this thing. It shoots automatically unless, like, you charge it up. But it looks like we just uncovered a pipe right there. This might lead to star number 2, which it does. And a lot of coins. Look at all this. Apparently, you can also pick them up with the cannonball, too. That's pretty sick. What do we have here? Another passage? Yes, we do. And it's got a pipe here. I don't remember this. What do we have here? Okay. So we got a room with a whole bunch of crates in it. And there's the 3rd star. Very nice. And there's another passage up there, too. Let's go check that out. Doesn't look like we can turn back. And my, is this a skip to the flagpole? No way. Very nice. Oh yeah, I just remembered. So like, I think there's a secret passage in this world right here. You'll never guess where I talked about it, but anyways, I think it's this pipe to the right, or the left. What the frick am I saying? Just down this pipe, we come out right here, and then I believe we beat this level. Or do we have to beat this level? No. Okay, so we tap A right here, and there's another pipe. Where does this take us? I mean, I'm not complaining. There's an extra life here. That's pretty nice. But not where I thought it would take us. Pretty much there's like this island, if I remember correctly. You can kind of see a little bit of it, like right up there. Or maybe that's something else on the top left. But like, there's like this island. I think it's in like the center of the world map. And basically it's where a whole bunch of pipes like intersect with each other. There's a pipe from World 5. Potentially a pipe from World 3, which is the world we're currently in there too. Basically you can skip around using it. So I think we could skip World 4 completely. Which, for the sake of keeping this playthrough unique, similar to the Metroid One Life one, of course we're going to be skipping around whenever possible. We do have a very, very nice slide right here. Let me be very careful of the enemies. Oh, we can just take them out like that. And there we go, we got ourselves a power-up. Very nice. Okay, that really gave me a little bit of anxiety there, not gonna lie, for a second. What do we have down here? We've got a teleporter. Oh my goodness, we gotta catch a rabbit, which I just did in 2 seconds. Probably only because of the dash pads right here, but that's star number 2. The rabbits, they can be very tricky to catch without dash pads. Oh my... Thank goodness we don't have to get the stars again. Alright, take 2. This time we're gonna jump a little bit later. That's the stamp collected. And there we go, that's the flagpole pretty much, so that's 2 stars we missed. We'll have to go back for those. One of them was actually in sight on the way here. It was the third one. I don't know how the frick you're supposed to get up there. It's like on top of this ledge. It's super high up. You can't get up there with a normal jump, so... yeah, we'll be back. Anyway, it's time to hop down this pipe again. And in here, pretty much, this is a really interesting level. You got switchboards, which pretty much are these little platforms that move a certain direction on a rail based on where you stand on them. As you can see, yeah, very interesting stuff when you combine it with platforming. You can also switch the rails with these blocks right here. I don't know how that would be possible in real life, but it works here in this beautiful 3D landscape. I'm gonna hop right up on into here. Now, is this where a star is at? No, not yet at least, I don't think. Probably further down if I had to guess, but we're gonna try to collect as many of these coins as we can. I'm actually doing really good, and there is star number 1. Now here we've got some very, very tricky platforms. Let's see if we can get all the red coins in time. I highly doubt it, but like... oh man. Well, we just barely did it. Okay. Right behind here, looks like we have a secret passage with some coins in it. And also, I think there might be a star right behind here if you just duck down. Yeah, I told you. Hidden behind the waterfall. This one's actually really clever. I'm gonna be very careful to avoid the fuzzies right here. Not your traditional Mario fuzzies. These ones are a little bit more colorful. I thought we just died there for a second. I didn't know you were supposed to drop down. Oh man. Oh my god. Oh man. We had some very close calls in that level, not gonna lie. It's a really good level though, I like how it looks. And that's 2 out of 3 stars, I believe. Right? I think so. Now it is officially time to go to the boss. Which also may or may not be Bowser. I don't really know. I know about as much as I knew with the previous castle, which turned out to be Boom Boom, but this appears to be... oh, this is the train level, the Bullet Bill Express, so I think this one might be Boom Boom, or Pom Pom too, which is pretty much female Boom Boom. This is also a level I like to revisit a ton to get stars at, because the stars are very hard to find on your first playthrough, at least in my opinion. I want to say this also has the Mega Mushroom in it, which we actually haven't seen since the very first level. We also got these amazing little heat-seeking bullet bills right here. And I've also used the cat bell, pretty much. This game and Bowser's Fury have like this obsession with cats, too. It's very weird. We're gonna have to be very careful around here. Now let's duck inside this pipe right here. Unless there's something good right over here, maybe. How the frick did I survive that? Yeah, I didn't survive that one. I thought I could jump over that. It's probably best to stay ducked down right there. Here's we've got a cannon box right here. Could be useful, assuming I can actually get it. Here's we got a little secret right here, and there it is. There's the Mega Mushroom. We can just run around here. Do believe, yes, we can... we're pretty much invincible, actually. We can just kill everything, even the bonsai bills that are as big as us. Are there any secrets in any of these crates? I don't think so. But there's probably a secret, like, right over here, if I had to guess. And there it is. There's a fire bro right down there. There's a fire bro just to my right, I guess, too. Let's hop on down here. Jump over you. Then stomp on you and get the star. Or not the star, the stamp. Whatever. We've got a very nice view of the front of the trains here, too. There's technically 2 of them, so... yeah, we could have jumped over there, and I believe that's where the 3rd star might be at. So this potentially has to have you replay it. We're definitely going to be popping a power-up, though, because this is Pom Pom, and she's no joke, really. She's a lot harder than Boom Boom. Basically, I gotta figure out which one is the real one here, and stomp 3 times. And there we go, the job is done. Anyways, that's going to be another world complete and another episode done. Very glad I got to actually do this episode, that's for sure. Anxiety was really kicking in earlier with the whole OBS situation, but anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed my little sob story right there, but anyways, yeah, if you liked what you saw, like, comment, and subscribe, do all the usual things, and I will see you in the future sometime, potentially, in theory, you know, sometimes I just like to post videos in the past, but, yeah, see you later. Imagine if this recording is no good. I'm gonna have to, like, go through the next episode. Entire next episode is just gonna be me explaining what we did in this one, and that's gonna be boring, quite frankly.